Hi everyone. Buying and selling websites on Flippa can be exciting, but also risky. There's real money involved, and sometimes sellers on the platform try to trick buyers with fake or misleading information. In this video, we're going to look at the most common scams on Flippa and show you how to protect yourself if you're planning to buy a website. I have mentioned a link in the description for you to create an account on Flippa. First, let's go over the most common scams that buyers need to watch out for. One of the biggest issues is fake revenue screenshots. A seller might take a screenshot of earnings and then edit the image to show much more income than the website actually makes. This can trick buyers into thinking the site is more profitable than it is. The goal is to convince you to pay a higher price, and unless you check carefully, you might end up buying a website that doesn't earn anything close to what was promised. Another common scam is lying about website traffic. A seller may say that a site gets a lot of page views, but what they don't tell you is that the traffic comes from bots or fake sources. On the surface, the numbers might look good, but once you buy the site, you find out that the visitors aren't real and that the traffic drops quickly. That's a clear sign that the site's popularity was fake all along. Some sellers also post websites that are filled with stolen content. They copy articles and blog posts from other websites and try to sell them as original work. If you buy a site like this, you might face legal problems later, especially if the real content owners decide to file a complaint. It's not always easy to spot copied content, but it's something you must check before making a deal. Now let's talk about how to stay safe on Flippa. First, always double-check the numbers. Don't trust screenshots by themselves. Ask the seller to give you real proof of income, like PayPal reports, Stripe statements, or even bank deposits. A trustworthy seller will not hesitate to show you real data. If they avoid sharing details, that's usually a bad sign. You should also verify website traffic using trusted tools. A good option is SEMrush. It allows you to check where visitors come from, how often they visit, and whether the traffic is consistent. If you see sudden spikes or unusual patterns, that could mean the traffic isn't real. Google Analytics can also be helpful, but make sure the access is shared directly with you, not just shown in screenshots. To avoid problems with copied content, use plagiarism checkers like Copyscape. You can take a few lines from the site's articles and paste them into the tool. It will show you if the content appears somewhere else online. If the text is found on multiple sites, that's a red flag. For expensive sites, it's smart to bring in an expert. Some people hire website brokers or digital business advisors to do a full review before buying. They know what to look for and can often spot issues that a regular buyer might miss. This small extra cost can save you from losing thousands of dollars later. Also, make sure to check the seller's background. On Flippa, you can see a seller's past listings, buyer reviews, and how long they've been on the platform. If they have good feedback and repeat buyers, that's usually a good sign. But if they're new or have no reviews, be very careful. Finally, ask questions. Don't be afraid to message the seller and ask for more information. An honest seller will be glad to explain how the site makes money, where the traffic comes from, and anything else you want to know. If the seller avoids questions or gives short answers, that's something to watch out for. Buying a website on Flippa can be a great investment, but only if you take the right steps. Stay alert, do your homework, and don't rush. I have mentioned a link in the description for you to create an account on Flippa.